Hey guys, I hope you're all doing very well. Hopefully you're making some money in cryptocurrency. We've seen Bitcoin going up in price over the last few days, and we're kind of creeping up to the $7,000 mark. So this is very good news for the industry. And as you guys know, when Bitcoin goes up in price, most other coins go up in price too. So yeah, very good news. Now the price of Bitcoin, it's always in the news. It's always something that people are talking about, but the biggest news story this week has been about Binance. Now, Binance is by far the biggest cryptocurrency exchange, but it has been attacked. Now, I would still argue that it's one of the safest exchanges out there and one of the ones that I would recommend to people. But on Tuesday, about 4 days ago, they lost about 7,000 Bitcoins, which was about $40 million. So I think the attackers used viruses and phishing techniques. They're obviously going to investigate what happened, but they lost a significant amount of money. And as a reminder, again, no exchange is safe. All exchanges can be compromised in some way or another. Send your money to an exchange, do the trade that you want to do, and get it back to your wallet and keep your coins secure. I realize that traders, have to keep more money on exchanges, but as a reminder that there's always a risk of funds being lost if it's on an exchange. So you don't want to put too much onto an exchange. Certainly you don't want to put any money onto an exchange that you're not afraid to lose. Now, what has kind of divided people this week is some comments from the CEO of Binance, Zhao Changpeng. I think I'm pronouncing his name right. Now, I'm a big fan of his. I think that he comes across as a very nice guy. He's a very intelligent guy, and I think that he's a very positive influence in cryptocurrency. I think the whole marketplace is better because of what he is doing with Binance and because of the way that he's responded to attacks and different things in the past. I think he's a good guy, and I think he's doing very good things. But his comments this week have obviously annoyed quite a few people, to put it lightly. Following the attack, he suggested that one thing that they could do is partner with all the big Bitcoin mining groups and roll back the chain. Do a rollback on Bitcoin in order to get those funds back and then continue the chain. Now, as you can imagine, this pissed off a lot of people. Now, rollbacks, some people hate them. I've seen many people complain about rollbacks, but there is a time and a place. I think especially for projects that are like maybe less than a year old, their chains are more likely to be less secure. But more significantly is that if a newer coin, a newer chain has been attacked, chances are the attackers have stolen more money. And I think at that stage of a project as well, it's easier to do a rollback. But also, if a large amount of funds has been stolen, there's more benefit to doing a rollback than the negatives. Maybe some miners will be pissed off, but if that's 1% of the coins that have been mined, or 1% of the people complaining, if you can do a rollback and get back 10%, 20%, 50% of the funds that have been stolen, then it kind of makes sense to do so. And I've seen many projects have to do a rollback because of an attack on the chain or an attack on the exchange. But I think that most people would agree that the longer a chain is active, the longer that a project has been established, the benefits of doing a rollback start going down and there's more negatives. So, the kind of balance between there's, a lot of benefits to doing a rollback and, there's a few downsides. Over time, it kind of flips and there's a turning point. Now, whether that turning point is where it is it 12 months, is it 2 years? That's maybe up to someone else to decide. But I think we can all agree that the time for anyone to do a rollback on Bitcoin has long gone. It's several years, several years too long. So yeah, I think that the whole idea for Bitcoin to be rolled back, I think, is ludicrous. I think it's crazy. I think the validity of Bitcoin, I think the integrity of Bitcoin would be completely lost if one exchange decided that they wanted to do a rollback. I think it's the craziest idea ever. And, most people have agreed. Most people have come out and they've suggested, that this is the most insane thing they've heard. I'm not going to attack the CEO of Binance for this. I think that his heart's in the right place. He's kind of backtracked on it as well. He's kind of come back and said, right, it's not practical. But I think it came from a good place. It came from him trying to get the funds back to help people and to help his company. So I've got nothing against him. It's a bit of a silly suggestion, but the whole idea that Bitcoin could be rolled back, I think if ever that did happen, which it wouldn't, but if it did happen, everyone would start questioning the integrity of Bitcoin when lots of transactions could simply just be rolled back. And just the repercussions of something like that as well, the transactions that would be taken away and all the different things, it's just, yeah, it's insane. It's insane. Even if he could group together all the miners, I mean, the miners, they would have lost so much money to the point where, probably after 1 or 2 days, it didn't make sense financially to do a rollback anyway. But even if you could get all the miners on board, you would be undoing lots of valid transactions. You just can't do it. You just can't do it. I think we all know, there's a million different reasons not to do it, and one reason to do the rollback isn't to get those funds back. But I guess it shows as well that this whole thing and his reaction to it, to do a rollback, it just kind of shows the helplessness of exchanges as far as what they have to do to try and get funds back. You can do lots of things. You can try and follow the trail. You can try and contact police and all that. But, I think in most countries, the police are playing catch up. The police are like 20 years behind when it comes to anything related to internet crimes. It's going to be a long time until there's any kind of regulation or any kind of organization out there who can actually follow the trail and get funds back, which is why exchanges sometimes do rollbacks, or they sometimes do other things to try and recuperate funds. But I'd love to hear what you guys think about this. It's a bit of a strange situation. I couldn't believe when I saw that he suggested that Bitcoin has a rollback. But as I said, I do think it's coming from a good place. I think he's a good guy. I think he's did some very good things. But I'd love to hear what you think about this, guys. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you think about the exchange being hacked and the exchange being attacked, and let me know what you think about his reaction to it. Would you roll back Bitcoin? I know the answer to that already, but please do leave a comment. I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll speak to you all very soon. Take care.